Thanks, Terry and Anaritis, and good morning, Emerson. I'm your entertainment correspondent, Omi Rowland, and for today's entertainment, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, hey, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, whoa! All right, well, if you weren't entertained by that, then you clearly have no eye for talent or sense of humor, so this next story might hit close to home. Almost every big name in Hollywood is attached to some kind of charity or a campaign to better the world, and the latest name added to that list is director M. Night Shyamalan. But what sets Shyamalan apart from other charitable celebrities like Bono and Matt Damon is that in this case, M. Night seems to be the charity. A new website called M. Night School popped up online with the goal of connecting enough donations from film fans around the world to send Shyamalan back to NYU Film School. The nonprofit charity's website says if we all just donate $1, we can send M. Night Shyamalan back to NYU so he can get the help we all so desperately need. The charity's creators are in need of your help in order to protect the quality of feature films before Shyamalan begins work on his new futuristic flick, 1000 AE, starring Jaden Smith. Once M. Night School raises the full tuition cost, they will present Shyamalan with a giant check, and if he refuses the check, an NYU scholarship will be set up in his name and will go to a winner chosen through a mini film festival. To be fair to M. Night, The Sixth Sense and Signs were great movies, but Lady in the Water, The Happening, The Village, The Last Airbender, and Devil were all a big slap in the face. Now, I don't care enough about M. Night to actually donate to the cause, but this charity inspired me to start a campaign of my own, which is why I'm proud to announce that I'm currently accepting donations for the Good Morning Campers Let's Send Ross Lippman Back to Camp Foundation so that he can finally pitch a tent, and for once, it would be appropriate. And in extremely unexpected news, a rep for Catherine Zeta-Jones released a statement yesterday confirming that his client has completed a 5-day rehab program at a Connecticut psychiatric hospital. The Oscar winner checked herself into Silver Hill Hospital earlier this month to be treated for bipolar disorder, also known as manic depression. Silver Hill is no stranger to celebrity patients, having treated the likes of Diana Ross, Liza Minnelli, Billy Joel, Mariah Carey, and Michael Jackson. This has been a stressful year for Zeta-Jones, whose husband Michael Douglas recently won a much-publicized battle with throat cancer. Catherine's rep stated that the rehab stay was completely voluntary so that her client will be of sound mind when she starts work on her 2 upcoming films. Zeta-Jones is currently working on a comedy co-starring Gerard Butler called Playing the Field, and is also signed on for Lay the Favorite, a dramedy co-starring Bruce Willis and Justin Timberlake. And I know you're all depressed that this is Good Morning Emerson's last show for the season, but don't book your rehab reservations yet because I'll be back within the hour with a special segment called 2011, Don't Call It a Comeback. But for now, back to a girl whose beauty drives me crazy and the guy I refer to as my personal shrink, Anaritis and Terry.
Aw, thank you so much, Omri. He's just adorable. I'm going to miss him so much.
What a guy.
But it's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, we will give you an exclusive look into what the GME family does on the weekends.
Stay tuned.
Hey guys, what's up? This is WWE superstar John Cena, and you are watching Good Morning Emerson. So wake up!
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. Here at GME, we are a family, and yes, we do hang out with each other outside the studio. Last weekend, some of the talent and crew got together to play a good old game of wiffle ball, and we thought it'd be nice to show you what we do when family gets together.
Steve Selnick had a great round at the plate, but he ended up just coming a bit short.
Let's go, Lindsay. Let's go.
I know, am I like ahead or am I behind?
Ross, stop trying to hit Terry's ass.
I got it! So to recap, the bat went that way, but more importantly, the ball kept going that way, which is an issue.
It's 6-6, bottom of the 3rd. Tiger Woods is putting for birdie. Let's take a look.
You have to respect me more. You have to respect me. I'm embarrassed. Oh.
This probably would have been a better game when I played.
Get Sadler!
I'm just kidding.
I'm literally too good for this game. I just won both games for the team. I'm gonna check out the parade because my fellow Greeks are over there. Let's go. First up, Italian ice. That's Greek, right?
I've never actually run, well, it's not 90 feet, it's more like 5 feet.
You never ran 5 feet?
It's pretty far. Generally speaking on GME, I will walk from the front row of the control room to the back row.
That smells so rancid. Thank you.
Smells rancid.
Yeah. Oh, watch Good Morning Emerson, 9 o'clock.
this is why everyone's in the studio and they're not wiffle ball players, because to be honest, they all kind of suck.
Lindsay!
My foot was on the base! My foot was on the base! She's out! She's out!
You know, it always comes down to the fundamentals like fielding, base running, not sucking, and we didn't do any of those things today. We didn't field well. We occasionally ran from first to third without touching second, which can be an issue. Many times when we were fielding, instead of playing the game, we were, you know, I don't know, getting coffee or something, I don't know. So it's a tough loss. It's hard to deal with, and you know, when you go 3 for 3, score 2 runs, you know, pitch some really good ball, and allow like 30 unearned runs, it's tough. It's tough when you know that you're the best player to ever live, but your team just sucks. And did you guys hear something?
Good morning, Emerson!
Cool instrument, guys. Good morning, Emerson. Good morning, Emerson. Thank you. Watch us. 9 a.m. on the Emerson channel. You go to Emerson, right?
We are now joined by our 2 senior producers, Christine Ryan and Zach Kusan.
Thanks, sir.
Now, we're in studio twice a week, very high tense situations. Now, how do you deal with that? Things ever go wrong?
Oh, God, Terry, of course things go wrong. Actually, I have a story about you. One day when we had our workout show, and you guys had 2 minutes commercial time to change, and oh my gosh, I have never, do you remember that?
I don't. No.
I remember. And you guys were in the bathroom, we're coming up in like 5 seconds to go live, you come in here, your mic falls off, and you know, I'm helping you put on your mic. Meanwhile, my hand's up Anaridis' shirt trying to get her mic.
Anaridis actually beat you
Yes,
getting
exactly.
changed. How did that happen?
I
I'm a
went to the
diva.
bathroom and you
Sorry.
changed in the
So,
studio.
yes, guys, a lot of things, I mean, do go on behind the scenes that you guys wouldn't know about, but
Now, Zach, you reformat the show a little bit this season with a live guest every show. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, there's just so much going on in this city, and we really kind of wanted to show, you know, what the city has to offer. But yeah, I mean, it's just been an awesome season. So we actually made you guys a nice little highlight reel of sort of everything we've done this year. So why don't we take a look?
Let's take a look at the highlight.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today?
I'm very good. I had an interesting morning, though. Oh,
Change me.
sorry. Caught us
Mid-changing diapers. Our senior producer, Christine Ryan, is going to come out, Christine, and show us what she's wearing. Jasmine is going to give her a couple of tips. Terry's not too enthused about this outfit, although I think...
This.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Steve Selnick, and here's the news that you need to hear. Now, pillow fighting isn't just for kids and sororities anymore. Guys, it was over this weekend. Chill. That's not the strange part. Here it is. The goose refused to go outside, so the family had to start putting diapers on him. Terry, I'm the Good Morning Emerson news guy. I don't know real news.
We just gotta finish this up. Hold on. L-O-L. Okay, cool.
Let me say it's okay if you're feeling weak, because you got us at GME to brighten up your week. I'm telling you about the weather. Yes, it has been sunny. For Friday, gotta look good for Friday. Can't be looking flat before the weekend.
Good morning, campers. Good morning, campers. Good morning, campers. Good morning, campers. Ross Lippman here, just a man and his love for sports. I hear Lifetime's making a movie based around it. 11th seeded, out of nowhere, who would have thought? I didn't even know Virginia was a Commonwealth. VCU Rams. So it comes down to Paul Pierce, the truth. He gets the shot and it's false. And by the way, Terry, I went 12 for 16 with my Sweet 16, and all of my Final Four teams are still in it to win it. It's real. It's damn real. I'm Omi Rowling here with your entertainment update. Today's news, Chris Brown broke a window and Elizabeth Taylor is dead. I'm just kidding, there's more. The only upset of the night was when Inception won Best Visual Effects. The Oscar should have totally gone to Kirk Douglas's face. Well, if you'd be on my album, then I would be honored. That would be the sickest thing. We should get each other's numbers so we can call each other after the interview or text or something. Wheezy's response, cool.
Hey, come on.
Resist the
We're on
push.
live TV. Let's keep it up.
Yep. Resist the push. Don't slam anything down. Pull him right back up. Nice quick movements here. Perfect. Look, he's struggling already.
Fernando's shaking.
Struggling already. And we're just like that.
Come on, there you
Oh,
go.
oh,
Right.
easy. So you told us a little bit about the fitness
Perfect.
program that you have on the
Yes,
beach. Can you
yes.
tell us a bit more about that?
People are trying not to consume these products because they're highly dangerous. It says for adults only. You cannot consume alcoholic beverages if you're eating this or drive any heavy machinery or operate any heavy machinery. So I'm gonna stay away from it. And while
What?
you have a triple bypass later on this afternoon,
You're
we're
making me
gonna-
tired, sorry.
We're gonna. Thank you so much, Christine and Zach. That was a beautiful package. It's a tear in my eye, but it's now time for another commercial break. But when we come back, Steve will have the rest of today's headlines.
And Ross will fill us in on what else is going on in the world of sports. Welcome back to the 1-hour season finale of GME, and joining me now is the lovely Katie Bryant, my former boss here, former executive producer of Good Morning Emerson. And check this out. She won this contest. We had a nationwide search to see who could guest host Good Morning Emerson for a day. Nationwide, that's right. The results came in, America voted, and we've got you. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, Terry, I was thinking about, well, as Terry mentioned, I was his boss. I did executive produce the show. But something else that we have in common is we both started on Good Morning Emerson at the same time. And
It's true.
Terry started off as a sports correspondent. So I think we can say, safe to say, kind of have a mutual love of sports.
Absolutely.
So I thought, what's making headlines this morning? And none other than my namesake, Kobe Bryant. You may have heard, seen on ESPN, he has gotten a $100,000 fine for using a gay slur against a referee in Tuesday night's game against the San Antonio Spurs. So he gets a technical from the referee, he sits down, makes the slur. Now David Stern, the NBA commissioner, has fined him with this $100,000 fine. What do you think of it?
Well, I am a big sports fan, and I almost think it's kind of a non-issue in terms of the competition. Whether or not he's suspended, Lakers are getting through the first round. But you got to think of what is the goal here. The goal.
Lakers are getting through the first round if they beat the Memphis Grizzlies, who are my home team. But that's another topic. We'll touch on that later.
Yeah. But what's the goal here? You want to get Kobe to publicly apologize, to create some kind of dialogue about hate speech. You have to watch out for that.
Right. But I think one of the things I think is interesting is that we forget that these players are entertainers, but it's also their job. So when we're watching them play the NBA games, we're watching them do their job, just like you and I. You and I have jobs, and I know that I couldn't say that kind of things at my job. Just like Kobe shouldn't be able to say those things at his job.
It's a workplace.
But some people are saying that it would have been a bigger punishment for Kobe had he had to sit out the first game of the playoffs. So some people are saying that this fine is a little too lenient, would have made a bigger impact if he actually had to sit out of the first game.
Quite possibly.
But then again, what would the Lakers be without Kobe? That would be a very harsh, very steep penalty.
They'd be
for
Derek
them.
Fisher, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum. It's quite a lot.
Not the Memphis Grizzlies, basically what you're saying. Anyway, we're now going to check out with Steve Selnick, who has the rest of today's headlines. Steve?
Thank you, Katie. You're doing a wonderful job. Good morning. Again, Emerson, I'm Steve Selnick, and here's some random stuff. The news that you need to hear one last time. In the wake of a massive tornado in Virginia, the smallest member of a family beat the odds and walked away with barely a scratch. Now being called Paco the Miracle Dog, this little chihuahua only suffered a fractured leg and a torn ear in a tornado that ripped his family's home to pieces. The family calls it a miracle that the dog's even alive, let alone walking. But sometimes things work mysteriously like that. Looks like this family has some sort of positive to take away from this horrific event. Their house was damaged beyond repair. My only question is, where was this family as this poor dog was stuck in the house? Now, I can't have my last news segment without mentioning a T-fail one more time.